This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Everyone, and we are starting our broadcast of the very first game for 5A this morning between Booker T and Dell City with an interview with Dell City head coach Mariah White. All right, Coach, what makes Booker T a dangerous team?
They have some great players, and they're deep too. Starting with their leader, Markayla. She can play, and she puts the team on her back, but if she's not doing it, she has a supporting cast that usually helps her out and they usually get it done for her.
What do you think about playing at 9 a.m.?
Hey, you know what? I'm not complaining. We're not the only team that have to do it, so two teams have to show up, so I can't sit here and complain. I'm thankful for the opportunity.
What's going to be the final message to your team before they take the court?
Leave it all on the court. You don't get this game back, and so you don't want to have any regrets.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Josh.
All right, that was Jordan Ray. I'm Josh Calloway. Welcome to this audio presentation of the 5A state tournament. We've got 5 games on OSN today. Again, audio-only broadcast, the full stream that can be watched on the NFHS network. But we've got audio presentations of the games here today. We'll have Jordan will join me as he makes his way back up here at Radio Row at the Big House. Excited to be here for the 5A state tournament here at Jim Nork Arena. Last dance at the Big House, as they say, and that's what we've got here. Starting lineups for tonight's ballgame presented by Dynamic Health Clinic. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries, able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. You see the starting fives there for Dell City: Sasha Hunt-Smith, Kamaya Morgan, Paris Baker, Tori Moore, and Sanaya Bonds. For Booker T. Washington, Kylan Johnson-Cooper, Tiara Owens, Markayla Johnson, Kashay Brown, and Ryan Mayberry. Rounding it out, the Dell City Eagles are coached by Mariah White, who you just heard from a moment ago. Whereas the the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets are coached by Carlin Atkinson. Two teams have had phenomenal seasons, and now they are ready to go toe-to-toe as, again, those starting lineups presented by Dynamic Health Clinic. We're just about ready to get this thing started. Jordan making his way up here, and we are thrilled to be here with you for this state tournament broadcast here in the Oklahoma Sports Network. And the opening tip is away. I'll welcome you in. Well, hold on just a moment. We'll get that settled in just a second. As the action has started here at the Big House. Dell City with the first possession in this 5A state quarterfinal between the Eagles and the Hornets. Dell City's the road team. They're in the road red unis. Booker T. Washington, the home white, with orange Hornets in numbers on the chest. First shot for the Eagles is offline from Kamaya Morgan. And an empty first possession of the day here for Dell City on this very early morning. Jordan now welcomes me up here courtside, Radio Row.
Wasn't too bad of a walk.
There we go. Now we are. I want to adjust that a little bit, Jordan. Get your head in there. Getting cut of your tall guy. First possession for the Hornets comes up empty. Long pass ahead for Dell City. Layup is offline. And away we go. We're here at the 5A state tournament. Again, this is an audio-only presentation of the games today. The regular broadcast can be watched on the NFHS network. Going to repeat that a lot over the course of the day. Make sure everyone's on the same page. There's always a lot of confusion when we do this. But it's a free way to keep up with the action. As we're just a little over a minute in, no score just yet. 3 ball in the wing for Hunt Smith is offline.
We're seeing some nerves, Josh. 9 a.m. and it's state tournament. It's at a legendary place.
Yeah, I was going to say,
these teams have some experience, but some players don't. Like Kamaya Morgan, missed a close shot. This is her first game in state. So
I got to be honest, it's a little weird seeing Dell City here at the Big House. The 6A and 5A state tournaments have not been here since the early 80s. The early 80s. It's been that long, and kind of fitting. Final year at Jim Nork Arena that.
Well, in the early 80s, they didn't have 6A.
Exactly. Good point. Yeah. The highest class was 5A. Empty possession here for Dell City leads to a transition opportunity for the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Scoop layup at the rim is up and good. That's Tiara Owens getting that one to fall, and the Hornets are on the board first.
Yeah, Del City has got to take advantage of these scoring opportunities like Booker T just did. Booker T got a missed shot and scored in transition, so Del City, they want to run. The question is, can their defense run when Booker T does the same? Because they will. Booker T, undefeated in their district. They've only lost 2 games. I don't think they've lost to a 5A school. I believe their losses were to Douglas in 4A and a 6A team. I forgot which one it was, but it was a good one. And they're having an excellent season.
Underneath this is Sanaya Bonds working the lane. Good pass off, but then it gets swatted as it was a good feed to Paris Baker. She came across but had her layup attempt absolutely rejected. Didn't quite see which number that was. Did you catch that for Booker T?
That, I believe, was Johnson. And she's 6 foot, and that shows you that Booker T has a lot of length that they can throw at you to take away shots that you're normally used to against most 5A teams.
Not only is it an early start, 9 a.m., but we just had time change as well, so it really feels like 8 a.m. on the body clock. 3 ball in the corner. Clackham's for Del City. That's Kamaya Morgan with our first Bobby Lewis 3 ball of this 5A state tournament, and we're tied up 3 apiece.
You can't miss Morgan. She's got the big leg brace. Nursing an injury, but she's feeling pretty good. And she went off from three-point range against Guyman on Friday. And so that was only 3 days ago. So short turnaround for Del City after clinching their ticket, or punching their ticket, as people like to say. We'll see if she can keep the shooting going.
Booker T. Washington in the home white unis, like we said, Del City in the road red. So I make sure we paint a picture here for you. Pass deflected underneath and turned over for the Hornets. Leads to a fast break opportunity for the Eagles. Nice pass underneath by Hunt Smith, but not able to be finished by Tori Moore. Rebound pulled down by the Hornets. They're going to run the other way. Here's Booker T. Washington all the way to the rim. Shot blocked. But they're going to say she got her on the arm, as that was Markayla Johnson putting up the jumper, but she was fouled.
Very good recovery by Paris Baker, but they'll say there was enough contact. Del City will be making the first early sub, 2 subs, but they can do that. They can go pretty deep. We'll see how deep they go when you're playing a team like Booker T. Could be the toughest team, but Del City plays the entire tournament if they can win.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Hornets only 2 lost this year, 26-2 overall record. Del City 22-6. That was the first free throw, good for Johnson. Yeah, curious, I got the chance to do a couple of games here last week at the lower level here at the state tournament, and it's always interesting to see the approach to the substitutions in the state tournament. It's like you don't want to get out of what you do normally, but it is different. State tournament, and there was one game I did last week, no subs, all 32 minutes, not one sub until the final minute when somebody fouled out. That was the first time we had a sub the whole game. So it's interesting to see how the different coaches approach it, as we have a whistle and a foul here.
Well, the 2 subs that I know Coach White will trust is a senior, Shelby Thornton, and a freshman, Jasiah McAllister, and those are the 2 subs that come in.
Sasha Hunt-Smith handles the basketball here for the Eagles. Bounce pass underneath to Sanaya Bonds. Layup is up and good. Banked it home. Good job getting some room, and she ties it up.
Over at Bridge Creek, Sanaya Bonds had trouble using that backboard when she would go right. She nailed it perfectly there. That's a move she could go to a lot. And she and Thornton are playing at the same time. We'll see what that does for Del City on defense and on offense, because those are 2 really tough post players for different reasons.
Pass deflected out of bounds. Will stay down here with the Hornets. We have our first sub of the day for Booker T. Washington. As coming in is Kamari Lomack, 5'6" sophomore, comes in to replace Kylan Johnson Cooper. Mishandling the basketball. Here's the Hornets, but able to get it back. Floater at the free throw line for Tiara Owens is left short, and the Eagles are going to run back to the way, tied up 5-5. Here's Hunt Smith on the wing, gets it down underneath to Bonds. Turnaround shot for Sanaya Bonds. Will go rebound though. Shelby Thornton just into the game, and she draws the foul. That's what she does.
Absolutely.
Very good on the glass.
She'll be aggressive right away on the offensive glass. Thornton initially clogged the paint. She made it tougher for Bonds on that shot. However, the shot was missed right to Thornton. And some more Toonie Buys Houses free throws, the first for Del City.
Toonie Buys Houses. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. So make sure we also thank our first quarter sponsor, which is Scrambled. We're starting this game the way you should start your day with Scrambled. For breakfast or brunch, either chicken and pancakes, deep fried French toast, 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Suite A in OKC. Call them at 405-900-5972. Eagles split the trip at the line there.
Hey, go Scrambled right now. It's breakfast time.
Yeah, pull this up on your phone.
Yes, exactly. Watch this
computer, whatever. Got a full day of hoops for you. As we're going to have 5 of the 8 5A tournament games today. As a nice, tough finish in the lane here for Markayla Johnson, who Mariah White, she pointed her out in the pregame interview, kind of the one who makes it go a little bit for Booker T.
She made that shot right over Thornton, too.
Paris Baker handles it for the Eagles. She'll go to her right, dish it off in the corner to Kamaya Morgan. Swing around Thornton on the elbow. Back iron, no. The long rebound comes out. Huntsmith tries to save it, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will stay Will Del C. As they're going to say Kamari Lomack, the last to touch it for the Hornets.
Del City going zone. Booker T going man. And again, they're looking to go inside the bonds as the Eagles. Good post pass. I said good. Never mind, it was deflected. It was
a good idea.
Good idea. Read very well by his second Booker T defender.
Hornets able to deflect it. Markayla Johnson fires away on a 3, halfway down and out. And so Eagles dodge a bullet there as Johnson had a good clean look and almost hit it. Long pass to Bonds, who found herself under the basket. Maybe it got working a little quick as it goes off her fingertips and out of bounds.
This game could be won or lost in the first quarter. You got to get those nerves out right away if you're Del City. But again, this may be the 2 most talented teams in the whole 5A field.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever wins this, I don't care how close it is. If it's an ugly 1-point win, it wouldn't be ugly in this case, but you know what I mean. If it's a close win where you struggle some, they're still very much a contender to win the next 2 games.
Pass deflected here underneath as Thornton ends up with a loose ball after Kashay Brown wasn't able to handle it. And so the Eagles have it back, trailing by just 1, 3:11 to go here in the first quarter. Sasha Hunt-Smith has the basketball for Del City. She goes to her left, working on Lomack. Drives down the lane and gets bumped and fouled.
It's good recognition by Sasha Hunt-Smith, who has not really been scoring much other than making threes for Del City. But she saw that McCormick Smith, I believe is that who it was, the foul's on, was defending her very physically. And so she saw that. She figured if she could get to her left, she could draw a foul by going hard to the basket, although she misses the free throw. So the first one, that will be an ongoing thing to watch, of course, is free throw shooting.
Yeah, Hunt Smith misses the first one, like you said. Second one on the way.
Coach White is going a little deeper now to her bench, bringing in Raina Lewis.
Tori Moore also back in. And Hunt Smith misses them both.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. She does not miss 2 free throws very often, so that's a bad sign for the Eagles.
3 in the corner for the Hornets offline from Tiara Owens. Hunt Smith, long pass ahead down the floor to Jakaya McAllister. She goes down the baseline. Layup can't be finished. Markayla Johnson pulls down the board for the Hornets, and she'll start the fast break for Booker T. But Shelby Thornton just rips it away.
And she got tripped, no call.
Fast break ahead for the Eagles. Layup at the rim, but McAllister doesn't go. Rebound still loose, and McAllister ends up getting her own miss on that. Eagles have numbers. Pass deflected. That was Kashay Brown again, getting in the passing lane and starting a fast break now for Booker T. Euro step layup at the rim is good. Nice finish by Tiara Owens.
Right now, Del City is just missing very makeable shots, so Coach White's probably going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout just to calm the team down. They're just playing a little too jittery when they shoot.
So a 9-6 lead for Booker T, 2:16 to go in the first quarter. Make sure we thank our title sponsor for these all of Middale basketball, but now that we're in the state tournament, these state tournament games. Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for new and pre-owned vehicles. Visit today at Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, exit Huderberg, 6100 Tinker Diagonal in Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. Winner here, we'll see the winner of the game that we will also have here on OSN, which is going to be Carl Albert and Bishop Kelly. That game set for about a 10:30 tip here at the Big House. That game will be on Thursday afternoon, 1 o'clock at UConn High School. That's where the 5A semis will shift to on Thursday for both girls and boys.
Yeah, it's just crazy. You'll have a 3-day wait.
Yeah, very odd.
Tournament. So many things about this are different. Playing at 9 a.m., that's something that's been going on for the last 3 years now when they decide to have all the games at one site for girls and boys. So that's kind of a new wrinkle we're starting to get used to a little bit. But then, yeah, the way that 5A is spread out, it's very unique for 5A too. Playing Monday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Hunt Smith handles it here for the Eagles. Swings underneath to Shelby Thornton. But Thornton can't get the layup to go. Got her own miss. Stick back will go. Just sticking with it. Shelby Thornton, that's how she goes. She
I don't
puts
know
that
how
one
she
home.
kept that ball. But again, the more that you see the ball go in the hole, the more relaxed you can be in. But Thornton just staying with it. I don't know how she kept that.
Owens dished it off to the right side to Kylan Johnson Cooper. Markayla Johnson at the top of the key. Swings it left side to Lomack. Hornets trying to figure out where they want to attack this Eagles defense here, leading by 1 point early. Pretty back and forth competitive early start to this one. First of 8 games here today at the Big House, 5 of which can be listened to here on OSN. 3 ball for Tara Owens on the wing. Is off the side of the rim, no good. Contested by Thornton. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball.
Thornton came a little late, but wasn't really a problem. That she's playing on the bottom of a 3-2 zone, which the one thing about that for Shelby Thornton, she has to go out to guard three-point shooters on her side. So it's not something she normally does. She's more of a paint protector, but she did her job just fine there.
Hunt Smith on the wing thought about the three. Instead gives underneath to Tori Moore. Pass underneath to Thornton. Can't quite finish.
Yeah, she got good position.
Yeah, we're on the block, but not able to put it home. At least to a break here for Booker T. Washington. This is Lomack as we hit the final minute of the first quarter. Nice pass underneath. All of a sudden, Kashay Brown was all alone at the basket, and she lays it home.
Well, Thornton went to a different spot on that zone, and no one really replaced her. There was just bad communication by Del City.
So it's 11-8 now in favor of the Hornets. Hasn't been more than one possession in any direction in this first quarter. Eagles in the corner. Bounce pass to Shelby Thornton on the block. Going to work again. Kicks it across. Open look at a three for Raina Lewis. Offline. Rebound pulled in by the Hornets. And Booker T. Washington could probably hope for the final shot if they want. They don't seem to be interested in that, though. Johnson in the corner. Pump fake. She'll fire away on a three. Clackham's. Markayla Johnson. Pretty looking shot there. And the Hornets now lead by 6.
You can tell Johnson is a really nice shooter. That was really good-looking shooting for him.
Sasha Hunt Smith fires away on a long three. She hits a Bobby Lewis 3-ball right back by Sasha Hunt Smith. We have whistles with 3.9 on the clock.
This is interesting. Booker T.
Took a timeout.
Call a timeout with 3 9/10 of a second to go. You know, you don't have an infinite amount of timeouts, so it's interesting that you would try. Obviously, what the coach wants to diagram a play here, but you rarely see that.
Yeah, and had to the length
Usually
of the floor as well.
So Coach Berna, Bishop Kelly's coach, Coach Atkinson, Garland Atkinson, wants to take advantage of this 3 9/10 of a second left. But again, the normal thing a coach does is nothing. Just let your guard advance the ball and fire up a half-court shot. So we'll see how Del City defends. It looks like they'll stay in their zone.
We're going to have to go really quick here. Long pass, a half-court shot for Johnson is left short. So an on timeout there, but a good first quarter for Booker T. They have a 14-11 lead after one. You're watching the 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger, please print back the Monterey melt. Print back. Okay, yeah, message received. We're printing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Bring it on. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back. We brumped it all right. What a burger.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back here at the Big House, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray. Audio presentation of the 5A state tournament. We appreciate everyone being with us as we start the second quarter. And I repeat myself a lot when I do these because people are confused. Audio only. We're not allowed to show the actual action. The official broadcast can be seen over on the NFHS network So if you want to watch the game, you can go there. But this is a free way to hang out, keep up with the action all day long here at the Oklahoma Sports Network. A turnover here for the Eagles as we get back to it in quarter number 2. And a fast break down the floor and a layup is good for Booker T. Washington to go ahead by 5. I think that was Tara Owens there on the finish. And Booker T leads it by 5. Whistling a foul here as Owens bumps Sasha Hunt-Smith just beyond the floor. Make sure we thank our second quarter sponsor, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. B-Dubs offers BOGO wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure to get out there. Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow. Watch the games today. Go to B-Dubs tomorrow. Get BOGO wing deals. Pass deflected out of bounds will stay down here with Del City. Just starting the second quarter here from the Big House. Paris Baker at the top of the key for the Eagles. Return to the state tournament here in 2025. Good passing here from Bonds underneath the Baker, cuts to the rim and finishes it.
And Paris Baker, the freshman, she can score in many different ways. She found a good cutting lane. That's just really good instincts right there as the Eagles badly needed a basket.
So the lead back down to 3. Del City hanging tough right now. 3 ball in the wing for the Hornets. Offline. Good rebound pulled in by Sanaya Bonds. And the Eagles start the fast break. Down the floor. Here's Ja'Kai McAllister. Feeds off to Baker. Layup is halfway down and out. It's a great pass, but Baker not able to finish it. But she forced the turnover. Baker layup this time will go. Sticking with it.
Even against Booker T, the freshman Paris Baker can play at a speed you don't normally see. They're not putting the points on the board, though, for Del City.
You are correct. They didn't count that basket.
I didn't hear what the call, if there was a call against her.
Must have been an offensive foul. Yeah, I didn't see.
It may have been a loose ball foul.
Yeah. All right, then. Well, take that bucket off. Yeah, I didn't hear the official call. And so Booker T gets it back. Good finish, but doesn't go in the score column.
And that's been an issue for Del City. Baker missed a layup. They've missed just too many shots around the paint.
Here's Keisha Brown going down the lane and draws a blocking foul here on Tori Moore. I believe this is for the Eagles.
Now they do give the points.
Okay, now they did give it to them. Okay.
I guess the scoreboard operator was confused.
We were confused too. We took it off and got it back on there now. But free throws here coming for Keisha Brown. Sophomore for Booker T. Washington. She hits the first one. Booker T. Washington boys will also be in action against Mid-Del opponents later against Midwest City, which is obviously a rematch of last year's 5A title game. Both free throws good for Brown. Lead goes to 3, 18-15 Booker T. Hunt-Smith has it deep on the wing here. Left-hand pass to Baker. Back to Hunt-Smith. Tries to get underneath to Bonds, but read all the way. And knocking it loose for a turnover is Ryan Mayberry. And the Hornets start the fast break the other way. Markayla Johnson thought that might be over and back. And now they're going to say whistle and a foul. Del City was hounding there. Almost got a turnover, but instead they got a foul.
Yeah, push off on McAllister, but it's early in the quarter.
That's 4 fouls on Del City now, yeah.
They said 3 on the PA, but that's got to be an area of concern is the team fouls.
Okay, now it says 3. The board said 4 for a moment.
Walk.
So they travel here from Markayla Johnson. It's a bit of a sleepy start for everybody. It's very early. Turnover for Johnson. Del City gets it back, trailing by 3 with 5.5 to go in this first half. Baker has it on the wing for the Eagles. Sasha Smith now out near half court. Goes to her right. Tries to swing it underneath. Looking for Tori Moore. Read all the way and intercepted by the Hornets. Start a fast break. Mayberry all the way to the rim. Left-hand layup won't go. Rebound by Brown, but her putback was blocked by Baker. And the Eagles now start a fast break. Shasta Hunt-Smith all the way to the rim. Floater will get the friendly roll.
That should have been an easy 2 points for Booker T. They have not missed as many close twos as Del City has. But that wasn't an easy 2 necessarily. Paris Baker just made a really good block that I didn't see coming and led to an easy basket for the Eagles, and Baker with a steal.
Yeah, Markayla Johnson has it ripped away in the lane. Now Del City has the basketball back. It can take the lead here. 3 ball in the corner. Offline for McAllister. Sanaya Bonzo, a heck of a rebound. Feeds off to Thornton, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Shelby Thornton.
The way she swung her elbow is what the refs are going to call. You don't see that called often, but Thornton wanted to go to her right. She should have just went up where she was. She didn't have to do that, but at the same time,
Johnson caught an elbow there.
Yeah. At the same time, that's not called very often, but Dell City just can't. They can't take the lead. They get these chances, but they've had a lot of scoring opportunities in the paint that they just haven't been able to take advantage of.
So an offensive foul there on Thornton results in a turnover when she had a good look to maybe put them in the lead. That was the 14th foul. Wouldn't have been free throws even if it was 5. Right. But in the bonus now for Booker T the rest of the way in this first half. 1 point lead for the Hornets. They have the basketball. Owen swings it left side to Markayla Johnson. Going to fire a really long three. Clackham's, wow, from way out there, and she drilled it. I don't know what you do with that for Del City. Got to live with it, I guess.
Got to take a bit more space away.
Bonds spin move in the lane, and a nice finish by Sanaya Bonds, banking that layup home with a nice spin move.
Yeah, she looks very comfortable around the basket with the ball.
So lead down to 2, 21-19, just past the midway point of the second quarter. Owens on the wing, bounce pass underneath to Brown, who has her pocket picked. Just had it knocked loose. Eagles have it back, trailing by 2. Sasha Hunt-Smith handles it. Bounce pass to Bonds on the elbow. Kick back on Hunt-Smith for 3, offline. A long rebound, though, comes out. Paris Baker. She'll go down the lane. Floater won't go. Shelby Thornton rips down an offensive rebound. Loses her footing, though, and it's a turnover as the Hornets pick up the ball. This is Owens starting the break for Booker T. Scoop lane for Tara Owens, and it goes. What a finish in the lane for Owens, and she's got 9 points.
Tierra Owens is just finishing the ball real well when she gets it in transition. These are shots, again, that Del City's not been making.
Paris Baker for 3, lefts off the front of the rim short. Bonds rebound, and her putback is blocked by Johnson. It'll stay down here. Booker T. Washington being led right now, Owens and Johnson. Owens has got 9, Johnson has 10, so that's 19 of their team's 23 from those two players. Baker out into the game for Del City for the first time. Mackenzie Smithers, number 15. Bonds right off the inbound takes a mid-range jumper, doesn't go, and Johnson rips down the board for the Hornets. So Booker T has it back, leading by 4. Johnson walking it up here, taking her time. Very intense physical start to this one. First game of the day here at Jim Norick Arena, the State Fairgrounds. The last dance at the Big House, as some have called it. Booker T in no big hurry on this possession, as Johnson Cooper checking with her sideline. Boy, Booker T is just dribbling out in her half court, and Del City.
Well, they're in the zone, so it's easy to do this. They're baiting Del City to extend their zone or go with a man-to-man defense.
Owen swings the left side to Johnson, now to Mayberry. And finally some action here as Johnson has in the lane. Kick out for a long 2 to Johnson. Cooper left it short. Shelby Thornton rips down the rebound. And a whistle and a foul. That was reminding me, you got the foul on Booker T here, just their second. For those who are with us for Del City Reno boys, the Eagles, I don't know if you watched the end of that game back, Del City had the basketball about 1:30 to go, and they took it all the way down to under 20 seconds on the possession at the end of the game to kind of salt that game away, just completely melted the clock. Now that was a bit more kind of passing it around. That was just straight up dribbling out near half court. As Eagles have it back, trailing by 4. Here's Thornton in the lane, tries to get some separation, and draws a foul. Well, Shelby Thornton is being very willing to accept the contact to create some space. It got her once on a foul. That time, though, it created some room, and now she goes to the free throw line.
Which is great, but she really wants to go to her right, which, again, you like that, but she's got to hit these Tony Bice-House's free throws here to keep Del City in this, because Booker T, they're going to score. They got Johnson and the other players who can score in transition and knock down the 3.
First free throw good.
Stay with them.
First free throw good for Thornton. Gets it back to a 1-score game. McAllister comes back in for the Eagles, replacing Tori Moore, as Thornton hits them both. So a 2-point game, 23-21. Final 90 seconds of this very competitive first half here at Jim Norick Arena. Owens driving down the floor all the way to the rim, and she finishes. Well, Tiara Owens can really handle the basketball for Booker T. She's got a game-high 11 now.
Sanaya Bonds has got to step into that because Thornton got picked, and that was a very effective play for Booker T.
McAllister has it for the Eagles. Bounce past Sanaya Bonds. She'll drive, feeds it off to Thornton, who lays it in. Great pass by Bonds, and Thornton able to lay it home.
Del City can get into the paint. You know, there's not a whole lot Booker T's doing on defense that's intimidating to Del City.
3 in the corner for the Hornets goes down. This is Kennedy Glenn just into the game, and she makes an immediate impact as she knocks down a corner triple.
That's the difference in the game. Booker T's hit 3 threes. Del City's only hit 1.
Pass, and I got a whistle and a foul here. Pass was deflected underneath, but the foul's going to go on the Hornets. The foul on Booker T was just the team fourth, so not quite the bonus yet for Del City with 43.6 seconds to play with here. Hunt Smith will do the inbound for Del City underneath the basket. Long out to McAllister toward the top of the key, and Del City will try to set up some offense. Left side, Hunt Smith going to fire from way deep. Almost banked home, but the rebound comes out to Johnson Cooper. Booker T's going to run. Here's Owens again, all the way to the rim. Layup, and she's fouled by McAllister. So free throws coming for Tiara Owens. Boy, it's pretty clear Tiara Owens is perfectly comfortable getting the ball around half court and then just racing toward the rim. She's got good enough handles to be able to do that. That's giving Del City some problems here.
Yeah, Del City is not getting that. They're not getting a guard that can just go and transition, get them easy layups. So they need to make Owens go left.
First free throw left short for Owens.
Rare miss for Booker T from the free throw line.
Yeah, we'll get a look at those halftime stats, but that might be their first miss at the line. Raina Lewis back in for the Eagles, replacing, looks like McAllister, I believe. Second free throw is good. So this matches their highest lead so far at 6, 29-23, final half minute of this first half. Hunt Smith will bring it down the floor for the Eagles as Baker crosses half court. Paris Baker, crossover move, lost it for a moment, and she does lose it. Johnson Cooper scoops up the loose ball. Booker T going to race down the floor. Good job by Paris Baker hustling back to break up this fast break. It'll go out of bounds and stay down here with the Eagles, but that was all created by Baker because they had an easy 2-on-1 there, it would seem, but Baker hustles back, breaks it up. Inbound right to Johnson, doesn't hit the bunny right at the rim. Eagles have it back, final 10 seconds. Can they get a shot up? Booker T hounding them here in the backcourt. Hunt Smith able to get it across, racing down the floor. Hunt Smith floater, try to bank it, no. Thornton offensive rebound, stick back, this will count, and it doesn't go. So offensive rebound by Thornton, but she's not able to convert it. And that'll end the first half with Booker T holding a 6-point advantage over the Del City Eagles after 16 minutes. So entertaining first half. Booker T certainly in control, holding the lead that whole time, but Del City obviously still within striking distance, down just 6 at the break. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Jordan and I will look at some halftime stats, get you ready for the second half of action here from Jim Nork Arena. Booker T 29, Del City 23, 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
All right, back here at Jim Norick Arena, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network at halftime of the first game of 5 on OSN today. Booker T leading Del City 29-23 on the girls' side. Jordan, I guess your thoughts on that first half. Eagles, were kind of trailing the whole half, but they were always within, a bucket or two. 6 right now at the break. I guess what's kind of the key for you? What do the Eagles got to do to find a way to get over that hump and try to complete this, big win over Booker T?
They got to shoot better in the paint. They're getting good shots. The Booker T defense is not that suffocating it by any means, but they try to go in the paint. There's been a few times where the guards would throw a bad pass inside. You're not really reading the defense, but then also they do get into the paint, and there's 2 or 3 players that just are missing layups. They need Sasha Hunt-Smith to, she had a 3 at the end of the first quarter, but she hasn't done a whole lot otherwise on offense. They need her to play some efficient ball to get some shots in transition and to make a couple more outside shots.
Here comes our stats, as we'll give you a little bit of a picture of what we saw in that first half of action. Hot off the presses. Appreciate everyone here at the OSA being very helpful to us at OSN. All right, so looking at some of these first half stats, we'll start with Booker T as they have the lead. High scores so far. Tiara Owens with 12. She was really good getting downhill, getting to the basket. Markayla Johnson behind her with 10. Kashay Brown has 4, and Kenny Glenn hit that corner 3. For Del City, high scores so far is Shelby Thornton with 7. She was really good in the offensive glass. Again, nothing new about that. 3 offensive rebounds, 5 total in that first half. Sasha Hunt, she's got 5. 4 points each from Paris Baker and Sanaya Bonds, and then 3 from Kamaya Morgan. I know you just got the sheet, but anything jump out to you here kind of scanning the page as far as that first half?
Del City with 9 more shots, 1 less make, and 3 less makes from the free throw line, 1 less 3. So Booker T shooting 10 of 21, Del City 9 of 30. You usually get that much more shots on the paint, or shots on goal. That usually translates to more points. It hasn't here, so that's got to change. They got to be more efficient with that. And it's a simple game. You got to make your shots. Del City's not making them at the rate that they need to. Assists are about the same. Turnovers are close. Del City has 9. Booker T has 7. Booker T scored more in transition. We don't see that stat, but I'm sure of it. They scored more in transition. So Del City's got to figure out a way to not have bad offensive possessions that lead to transition.
No doubt about it. And you mentioned it right at the end of that first half. Booker T 6 of 7 from the free throw line as well. Del City just 3 of 6. It's a small difference, obviously. Just 2 3 points, I guess, would be, but that could be a big difference down the stretch of this game. Something to keep an eye on there. as we go along. All right, Jordan and I will step aside one more time. As you see, just a few minutes till start the second half. We'll come back. We'll get the second half underway. Booker T. Washington, Dell City, 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back here at the 5A state tournament. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. As we get ready to start the second half, I want to make sure we thank our title sponsor once again, Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC. From oil change to major repairs, we service all makes and models. Visit us today at Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, exit Hudeberg, 6100 Tinker Diagonal in Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. Again, a reminder, I know I say this constantly, audio-only presentation of the 5A state tournament. The full broadcast can be watched on the NFHS network with a subscription. It's a free way to keep up with the action. Jordan and I will be here for these two girls' games this morning. Eric Sharon will join Jordan later for a triple header on the boys' side. So 5 games in total here on OSN today, and more to come throughout the week. We've got some 4A games coming on Wednesday, and obviously more 5A games to come later in the week as well from UConn. So we've got a lot for you. And we're just getting it all rolling here this morning with Dell City and Booker T. First possession of the second half. Eagles handling the basketball, trailing by 6. And almost a turnover here out of the gates, but able to save it was Kamaya Morgan. And Sasha Smith has the basketball back for the Eagles. Bounce pass to Paris Baker. She goes across, kick in the corner to Morgan for 3, side of the backboard. The long rebound comes out to Owens. Booker T. Washington starting the fast break the other way. Here's Morgan's racing down the floor. Scoop layup won't go. Rebound loose, pulled in by the Hornets. Pass now deflected, though. Diving on the floor is Bonds, but Owens able to save it. And she gets tripped up by Tori Moore, kind of falling into her leg. So a hectic sequence there results in a foul on the Eagles.
If Tori Moore didn't foul her, she'd have a layup.
Yeah.
Not that
in that sense, it was a good foul. Yeah. It was intentional, unintentional.
Dell City had a chance at a steal and potentially an easy basket at the other end, and they just couldn't get a hold of the ball. So it's part of their problem right now. They're just not getting the breaks they need.
Booker T leading by 6. 3 ball in the corner by Mayberry is pump fake. Dished off Johnson Cooper for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, and put back I thought it was Marquita Johnson. It was Tiana Butler for Booker T into the game, I think for the first time. I don't know if we saw her all in the first half. She starts the second half, gets an offensive rebound and a stick back.
It's all it took. One offensive rebound and put back for Booker T, and Shelby Thornton is going to enter the game pretty quickly.
Thornton, obviously a very, very good rebounder, and she lived up to that billing in the first half. But this is their biggest deficit so far right now for Del City, 31-23 in the early part of this third quarter. Hunt Smith's going to fire away on a long 3. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, Sanaya Bonds. Offensive rebound, put back attempt, good.
She's had some big girl finishes here as Sanaya Bonds, and they are real important here again as Del City's just trying to hang in there. Hopefully for them, they can make a run here soon.
Bringing Shelby Thornton into the game. That was Shelby Thornton-esque by Bonds, pulling down that offensive rebound and sticking it back. Hunt Smith now just rips this away from Tiana Butler. They're going to get a tie-up. Ariel will keep it down here with Booker T, but still a heck of a play by Hunt Smith.
It allows Thornton to get in.
Yeah, replaces Tori Moore. So she'll join Bonds now down low for the Eagles, try to help him out on the glass. 6:12 to go here in the third. At Jim Norick Arena, winner to the semifinals on Thursday afternoon at UConn High School. Face the winner of our next game, which is Carl Abbott and Bishop Kelly. In the corner here, Booker T. Mayberry's mid-range jumper doesn't go. Well contested. Rebound, though, and put back Markayla Johnson. So Markayla Johnson starting to make a big impact on the glass as well, as she gets a put back there to put the Hornets back up by 8.
Bonds fell down because there's a lot of congestion in the paint. So that was one less rebounder for Del City, and they paid the price.
Thornton at the elbow. Almost lost, able to get out to Morgan. Gives it right back to her on the block. Shelby Thornton going strong to the rim. Tried to bank it, no. Rebound, Sanaya Bonds. Put back, no. Thornton rebound, and she gets tied up. This time the air will favor Del City, but a couple of empty trips there, empty looks at the rim for the Eagles.
Well, they need a good possession here with the inbounds.
Yeah, you can't afford to fall down too much. Inbound pass is deflected. It's on the floor. Bodies everywhere. And Booker T snuck a timeout in.
Booker T got the timeout.
Well, a timeout by Coach
There's a lot of
Atkinson.
bodies between us and the ball. I didn't see that they had a clean possession, but they did.
Del City doesn't seem thrilled that Booker T was granted that timeout with 5:33 to play here in the third quarter.
Well, Booker T has used up a couple of timeouts, but they're in command right now. Del City, I don't believe, has called one. Still kind of reading the scoreboard.
According to the board, they've used one.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that now. And this may be a good time for Del City to go to some type of press just to change things up and see if you can find a way to frustrate Booker T on offense. They're kind of getting in a good rhythm. The main thing is you may not need to do a whole lot different on defense if you can just make sure you're in rebounding position, because that's how Booker T scored. They scored on a couple of putbacks. We will not see a press yet. Obviously, Booker T would be a hard team to press, so you got to be very selective when you're doing that.
So Booker T has the basketball back as we get back to action. Hornets leading by 8 points. This is their biggest lead of the morning right now, and they've got the basketball. Mayberry swings in the corner to Johnson. She'll fire away on 3. Clackums. Bond's hand was right in her face, and it didn't matter. Markayla Johnson rips it. She's got a game-high 15, and the Hornets lead by 11.
Well, Bonds swiped at the ball, though, so she didn't have her hand high, and again, Johnson's just able to get a really good-looking follow-through there.
Hunt Smith hands it off to Morgan. Del City in desperate need of a bucket right now, down by 11. Morgan fire a long triple, left it short. Rebound pulled in by Mayberry. How do you feel about that shot?
Well, Morgan's a gunner, so I understand it.
Johnson has it poked away. I think Hunt Smith, the one who got the hand on it. Morgan able to scoop it, dish back out. Hunt Smith for 3, back iron, but it was right on line, but just a tick too strong. Our angle of it was perfect. It looked like it was going down. As Booker T races down the floor, Johnson lost the handle. Her and Morgan get tied up, and the arrow now will favor Booker T. So our third possession arrow of the quarter, and we'll keep it down here with the Hornets.
And that was good vision by Morgan. Good shot by Hunt Smith. But the three-point shooting for Del City is just not as efficient as what it is for Booker T, thanks to Johnson. This is kind of a critical time now. Del City's got to figure out a way to generate some offense this quarter. They haven't been doing that yet.
4:33 to go in the quarter. Dill City just 2 points to your point in this second half so far, but a turnover here off the inbound.
That's part of the break they're not getting.
Yeah, McAllister intercepted the inbound pass, but then as she was trying to get up the floor, stepped on the sideline, so it'll go right back to Booker T.
That had the potential for a layup if she could have maintained her balance and gotten the ball out to Hunt Smith.
Owens drives and feeds it off to Butler. Butler's shot is blocked, but they're going to say Thornton got her with the body.
Was it Thornton or Moore?
I thought it was Thornton.
No, Smithers.
Oh, Smithers. Okay, we were both wrong.
Wow, I just didn't recognize Smithers.
So Butler goes to the line, and we'll shoot a pair. Make sure we thank our third quarter sponsor while Butler lines up these free throws, which is Patrick Newby, Farmers Insurance. First free throw gets a friendly bounce. Patrick Newby Agency is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance agency in Midwest City. Agency family owned and operated and has been serving the public for over 40 years. Office located off 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see him. 560 West Bowen Drive, Suite A, or give him a call, 405-733-7671. Butler makes them both. It's a 13-point lead for the Hornets. McAllister brings it down the floor for Del City. Feed off left side to Baker. Eagles desperate need of some offense right now in their biggest hole so far at 13. Smithers will drive, bounce pass in the corner to McAllister. Layup wildly put up, won't go. Rebound ripped down by Johnson, but she has it just ripped away by Hunt Smith. Now the ball's on the deck, bodies everywhere. And we're getting another tie up, so it'll keep it down here with Del City. So kind of gives you an idea of how kind of chaotic this second half has been and the physicality. We've had 4 tie-ups already. This time we'll keep it with Del City. Hunt Smith's inbound pass looking for Smithers was deflected.
Well, they got lucky. Del City has the ball, but can they pass the ball effectively? Can they shoot the ball effectively? Again, they're going to get into desperation mode soon, or they're going to need to. They can't figure something out.
Smithers gives it right side to Paris Baker as Del City trying to figure out where they want to attack, where they want to get some offense. McAllister, long pass across Hunt Smith, open look at 3 on the right wing. Again, too strong. It's a good look, but not able to hit for one of Del City's best shooters.
She's not shy. You don't want her to be shy, but it may be good to give Sasha Hunt Smith a bit of a break and try to reset her for the fourth quarter.
Whistle on a foul here on Del City on the floor. It's on Smithers. Third team foul on the Eagles. Booker T yet to get whistled for one in this third frame. Baker comes out. Kamaya Morgan back in for the Eagles. Down the lane here. Scoop attempt with the left hand. Doesn't go for Johnson. Rebound is loose. And it looks like we got another tie-up, and it'll keep it down here with Booker T again.
It's interesting. All the tie-ups that go to the possession goes to the offensive team just because that's how they've been alternating.
So the Hornets hang on to the basketball, out to a 9-2 run to start this second half. They lead by 13. Markayla Johnson pulls up from the block, and she's got it. Boy, she's smooth. And she's now got 17 points here at the Big House. 15-point lead.
Second time she just made a shot right over the outstretched arms of Shelby Thornton.
Driving down the baseline, McAllister feed off to Thornton. Layup won't go. Got her own miss. Put-back attempt is blocked. Still loose. It's on the floor again.
Booker T's out. Yeah, they're going to call it.
They're going to call out of bounds as Booker T. Washington laying on the baseline.
But,
it's Johnson again.
Booker T made a tougher shot on their end than what Del City had. So, again, it's just about efficiently scoring around the basket. Booker T is doing that. Del City still is not.
Del City trailing by 15 points. Offense just been so hard to come by in this third quarter. Just 2 points still since halftime for the Eagles. Bounce pass underneath to Thornton on the block, working on Butler. She'll put it in, and the foul and a big scream afterward as a nice, tough finish through some contact. And maybe that's what gets Del City going a little bit. We'll see as Shelby Thornton a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, she just released some frustration.
Toonie Vice House's free throw coming up as Raina Lewis back in for the Eagles, replacing Smithers. Meanwhile, for Booker T. Washington, Looks like Johnson Cooper subs out, and Kennedy Glenn replaced her. She had 3 earlier in this second half. Thornton completes a three-point play, and the lead's down to 12.
And now we're seeing what I was wondering would happen. Del City extending their defense out, so they're showing a 1-2-2, maybe a three-quarters press there. Question is, how active will it be? How active will their traps be?
12-point lead for the Hornets. Del City finally gets a big bucket and the free throw to fall. Can they start some momentum now with a stop? That's not going to help, as a great feed underneath Butler to the wide-open Glenn, who lays it in easily.
Yeah, there's
lost her.
Not much pressure on that trap. That's the risk you take. The trap was not phasing Booker T, and then they left someone open underneath.
Bonds kicks it out to McAllister, swing it left side to Lewis. Bad pass across the floor, trying to get it to Hunt Smith. Glenn read it all the way for the Hornets. Lead the fast break. Booker T, spin move for Owens, and she draws contact and another foul.
Yeah, Raina Lewis just did not see a Booker T defender right there. When you try to throw a cross-court pass, you have to make sure you're scanning the floor and you're kind of making a quick, judgment. Is the defense in position to get a steal or not?
Free throw for Owens is up and good. But Booker T just kind of keeps inching this lead out further and further. And as we get into the waning stages of this third frame, it starts to become more and more of a mountain to climb for Del City here. Still got time, but you need to go on a big run and soon, as the second free throw is good to push the lead out to 16 for Booker T. Hornets seem really sound. There's a reason they're 26-2. They've been really good at the line today as well. Big X factor. McAllister handoff to Hunt Smith in the corner. Bounce pass, swing around. Raina Lewis fires away on a three. Halfway down, it looked like a good look, but just rims out. Long rebound comes out to Johnson Cooper for the Hornets. Booker T. Washington trying to get some space. Johnson dribbles it off her foot. Ball's on the floor and ends up in the hands of Booker T. Washington still, as Owens was able to save it. And now Johnson is hit and fouled in the corner, it looks like.
Yeah, Del City has to do that, though. They have to trap with a lot of ferocity. I think they just been in a deflection on Del City.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I never saw a foul be signaled toward the
I think
scores table.
Maybe a Del City player was stepping on the sideline when she swiped and touched the ball, and that's enough to call out of bounds on the defense.
Del City has 14 fouls, so it would have been bonus if it was a foul, but it's not, obviously. So it'll stay Booker T possession. And now a charge on Markayla Johnson driving down the lane. Good job there by Sanaya Bonds, sliding in and drawing that offensive foul on Johnson, just her first.
Sanaya Bonds has had a real solid game, but she's going to have to do more because that's where Del City is right now. But she drew that charge.
Yeah.
But right now with her and Thornton both in, they need to get any missed shot at either side of the ball. They got to get it.
Raina Lewis fires away on a corner three, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Shelby Thornton. Another offensive rebound. She draws contact and then foul again. It is unbelievable how good of an offensive rebounder, a rebounder in general, Shelby Thornton is. She just gobbles up boards. She just always seems to be in the right place, physical.
And it's not just because she's tall.
No, it's not.
She's got to become very strong and has a real nose for where to position herself, which obviously is going to mostly be on the offside. So Raina Lewis shot a corner three from the corner left. So Thornton positioned herself on the right side. And that's mainly where you want to be when you're thinking about a rebound.
Thornton hits both of those Toonie Bice-House's free throws. So Shelby Thornton hitting some shots at the line. She's up to 11 points, by the way, is Thornton. Having a nice game, trying to keep her team in it. Jumper here doesn't go for Butler. Rebound loose, pulled in by the Eagles, and a heck of a play to save it by McAllister. Long pass ahead is going to lead to an easy bucket for Sanaya Bonds. Just raced out, and a good ball movement there by the Eagles to get it up, and Bonds the easy lay-in. And Eagles are back within 12.
Get a stop here. You got the first possession of the fourth quarter. Unless there's a jump ball.
Three in the corner here for Glenn. Too strong. Rebound is loose. Pulled in by Owens. Ball out of bounds. Eagle basketball. As Owens got knocked into by Lewis, was waiting to see if they were going to call the foul, but they say it's clean. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Del City possession.
Contact, but not enough for a foul, even though the Booker T coach wants it. So now if you're Del City, get a basket by the end of the quarter, and you get the first possession of the fourth. That's what you got to be thinking right now.
On a little 4-0 run here to get it back down to 12, and they got time here to get another shot up. Hunt Smith brings it down full for the Eagles. She crosses half court. Ahead to Raina Lewis. Right side, Kamaya Morgan. 5 seconds to work with. Over on the right wing to Hunt Smith. 3 seconds. She'll drive. Bounce pass to Thornton. Turn around in the lane. Bank shot, no. And that'll end the quarter. Not a terrible play there. Kind of was a little off kilter, but not the bad idea. And that's going to end the third quarter. Dell City still in it, but work to do. Booker T leads at 44-32 after 3. You're watching the 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Back here at the Big House, Josh Calloway and Jordan Ray with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Booker T. Washington leading Dell City 44-32 as we head to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter presented by Louis, 6007 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City. Louis, we're in your neighborhood. 12-point lead for Booker T. Washington, trying to put the finishing touches on this one and get to the state semifinals. Dell City doing their best to kind of just hang tough, hang in this thing. And they're still within striking distance, but certainly need a really, really strong final 8 minutes to have a shot here.
Yeah, so no possessions can be wasted. You don't have much room for missed free throws or any missed shots that are very makeable shots. And you got to find a way to play pressure defense like Booker T just did and got a steal.
Yeah, Eagles, a turnover right out of the gates here. Not what you want at all. Fast break for Owens, though. Can't finish the layup. Been rare today for her. She's been so good getting to the rim, but not able to put that one down. And Dell City has the basketball back. Hunt Smith in the corner to Raina Lewis. Feeds off Kamaya Morgan, looking at a three. Left it short.
Well, you could not have gotten a better look
from
Morgan.
I was just going to say, it feels like Dell City has generated some really nice looks from deep in this game, but they just have not hit them, which is obviously the important part of that equation.
Okay, now can they press here without giving up a backside layup?
Hornets get it across half court. Markayla Johnson pulls up for the long two. Got it. That's a slick shot from Markayla Johnson, the senior, who is a really, really skilled player, and she knocks that one down. Three ball for Morgan in the corner. Can't get it to go. Left it short. And the Hornets have it back, leading by 14. Start the break. Markayla Johnson going away to the rim. Floater is left short, but Hunt Smith, they're going to say, got her in the body. Like you said, kind of late there.
It was
and
probably
send
right.
Markayla Johnson to the line. Foul on Hunt Smith is her second. And it sends Markayla Johnson to the free throw line with Booker T. Washington leading by 14 points.
Yeah, Dell City, they got a lot of really good guards, but they don't have a player like Johnson who can just hit shots from any spot on the floor.
First free throw no good for Markayla Johnson. Paris Baker back in for the Eagles, replaces Kamaya Morgan.
Yeah, tough outing for Kamaya Morgan. She hit her first three of the game. You want her shooting when she's open. Just hasn't gotten the roll in her shots.
Johnson splits the trip. It's a 15-point lead for Booker T, 47-32. Final 7 minutes here from Jim Norick Arena. State Fairgrounds in Oklahoma City. Paris Baker, this McAllister has it, gives it left side to Hunt Smith, give and go with Bonds. She'll drive, tries to feed it to Thornton, deflected, ends up back with Sasha Hunt. Gives it to Bonds on the elbow, underneath to Thornton, good pass. Thornton able to finish it at the rim.
Bonds and Thornton have played pretty well, but again, they need help, they need stops. They need some 3-pointers and going by their teammates.
Johnson for three, Clackamas. Markayla Johnson taking this game over. She's got 23 points now, and she knocks down another triple.
I don't know why she was that open. That was just a defensive breakdown.
She's a really good shooter from anywhere. Baker for three in the corner. That one not going to go up the side of the rim. Rebound is pulled down by the Hornets. And they're going to say a foul as
McAllister.
Brown got bumped by McAllister after she pulled down that rebound. 6:05 left.
Basketball's tough. Del City was hitting threes left and right in their last game. But against the tougher teams, El Reno this past Thursday in this game, just not able to keep up.
And again, not to regurgitate the same point, I feel like they've generated pretty good looks for the most part, but they just haven't been able to hit them, and that's kind of your point. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. As Johnson Cooper in the lane, swings it around. Mayberry fires away on a three. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, ends up back with Mayberry as Thornton couldn't corral it. Kicks out Johnson, another three, and she hits another one. Markayla Johnson is putting on a clinic. 26 points for the senior. And it's a 19-point lead for Booker T. Biggest of the night.
That happened because you gave up an offensive rebound. You weren't getting the team rebounding you needed.
Open looking at three. Clackamas for Raina Lewis. So a Bobby Lewis three ball right there in response. But Booker T still certainly in command right now with 5:23 to go. A timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it too. Hornets lead by 16, trying to finish this off and get to the 5A semis on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Back at the Big House, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Booker T. Washington leading Del City 53-37, 5:23 to go in this audio presentation of the 5A girls quarterfinal game. We'll have the next one for you as well. Carl Albert and Bishop Kelly set for approximately a 10:30 tip here at Jim Norick Arena. Good to be here for the last few years at the Lloyd Noble Center here at the Big House. Last dance for Jim Norick Arena is brand new facility set to go next year. As ball knocked the bounce will stay down here with Del City. Brand new arena set for next year. And I believe the plan is for all the class to be here again. I don't know if that's set in stone or not. We'll have to wait and see on that. But
that's so much to get in. A nice deflection there.
Yeah, Del City able to deflect the inbound pass. They're pulling it off this year, but it's with some hurdles.
There, McAllister had the shot she needed. Johnson forced the miss. But again, McAllister, only a freshman. You got to be comfortable laying it up softly off the backboard.
So exactly 5 minutes left, and Booker T has the basketball back as Markayla Johnson walks up. If you tuned in a little bit late, Markayla Johnson, the senior for Booker T, has been the star. 26 points as Shelby Thornton, a big block on Owens, who had a looked like an open look at the rim, but Thornton came in and swatted that one, and then it went out of bounds off of Owens, so it'll be Del City ball.
The defense for Del City the last couple of possessions has been good. They have forced quicker shots from Booker T and have gotten the rebound or forced it out of bounds. It's all about scoring.
Del City trailing by 16. Do they have one last flurry in them to try and make this interesting late? That'll help as Hunt Smith drives in his foul. They're going to give her the shot on this, though. Looks like they are going to give her the shot. So some tuning by his house. This free throw is coming for Sasha Hunt Smith. You want to try and chip your way back into a game? This is helpful. A couple of free throws, got to make them though.
Hunt Smith was so low to the ground you couldn't tell if she was shooting. I think she was, but it's unusual to see a shooting foul when a player's kind of diving on the floor like that. But It's probably a good call. The question now is, she makes the first free throw. Can Del City force another quick shot or a turnover that they can recover?
Second free throw off the mark, so split the trip for Hunt Smith. Lead will stay at 15. Markayla Johnson, long pass head to Johnson. Cooper feeds it to the cutting Butler. Butler tries to swing it out, pass deflected, ends up with Mayberry in the corner. Mayberry back to Johnson, almost a turnover there for Booker T, but they're able to save it. Johnson pulls up from the free throw line. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, stick back, won't go for Mayberry. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll be Del City ball. So Eagles find a way to get a stop there.
Yeah, they're not. Booker T's not trying to stall. They probably shouldn't because of the way Del City's defending. And this is the best sequences we've seen from Del City's defense this half. Not much time left, though, for to come back from this type of lead.
Hunt Smith for three, too strong. Rebound comes out to Owens. She'll start the break for Booker T. So another good look, just didn't hit. And now Johnson Cooper goes flying to the rim and is fouled. A lot of contact there. And it's a free throws coming here for Booker T. Washington with just 3:56 to go.
Hunt Smith made a good play at the ball. We're sitting close to some Del City fans who don't like that call. And the ref who called the foul, I don't know if he could really tell if there was that much contact, but it did look kind of like a foul.
Second free throw will go, so it's a 17-point lead. It's the biggest lead they've had all game, and it comes with less than half of the fourth quarter left to play. Booker T. Washington seemingly in good shape, leading 26-2 as the pass goes off the fingertips of Kamaya Morgan, the record 26-2. They lead by 17. Long pass head to Shelby Thornton. Thornton layup will go as Shelby Thornton continues her nice day.
Thornton tried to, I think she slowed down trying to draw a foul or something, but got the 2 points.
It's now 15 points for Shelby Thornton, so if this is the senior's final game, going out playing really well. As Markayla Johnson, mid-range jumper, is good for Booker T. She's now got 28 to lead all scorers.
She just doesn't miss.
No. Hunt Smith for corner three, rims out. Sasha Hunt Smith, such a good shooter, hadn't been able to get him to fall today. As Johnson Cooper transition layup won't go. Rebound stick back doesn't go, but then Mayberry there, the only one home that gets easy putback. And Booker T's lead is now 19 as we hit the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, Del City just didn't have the defense back. And it's probably because the players in the game right now are tired.
Kamaya Morgan for three, side of the rim, no good. Long rebound out of bounds. It'll be Booker T ball with 2:48 to go. And Del City still fighting, still battling hard, but you can kind of see the slung shoulders a little bit of kind of seeing where this is heading right now with 2:48 left. Timeout on the floor. It is a full. We're going to take it to 2:48 left. Booker T. Washington in control. 5A state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, back here at the Big House, the 5A state tournament. Josh Calloway and Jordan Ray with you here on OSN, the first of 5 audio broadcasts on the Oklahoma Sports Network today. Booker T. Washington, Del City girls getting the day started. Looks like the Hornets are in good shape here to get to the semifinals. Del City putting up a valiant effort, but Markayla Johnson kind of been too much on her own. 28 points for the senior for the Hornets. And they've got a 19-point lead here with just 2.5 to go.
And Del City, they're playing back on defense, so it looks like they're not going to try to pressure.
Johnson shot to the rim, and she puts it home and flexes on him afterward. She's now got 30 here at the Big House. I don't know if I've done a game all year with a player scoring 30. That's a big number in any level, but especially in high school.
I have. Deshaun Denson did it for Midwest City in a game we called. But, yeah, it is. You're right. And she just she has what you want in a scorer, does Johnson, because she has such a good touch, and she uses that touch at several different spots on the floor. So she doesn't just have one or two. She's just not a three-point shooter. And her mid-range mastery, those shots are not as easy as they look, especially if you don't practice them.
Sanaya Bonds drew some contact here, and she's at the free throw line, just missed her first one. Second free throw on the way. Will also rim out. So no for two trip there for Sanaya Bonds. And now lots of contact here and a foul as Del City trying to force the issue.
Well, it's a couple things for Del City. Again, they have a lot of good players, but they don't have that just really reliable scorer, and that kind of hurt them here. They just had some really good players have bad shooting days, but not someone who's a great offensive player like Johnson. But they had to play this game against Booker T, probably the best girls team in the East, maybe the best girls team in all of 5A, as we see a deflection by Morgan, so it's still going to be Booker T ball. And the reason that Del City had to play this game in the first round is because they lost Del Reno on Thursday last week. That's the mark for Del City next year. If they want to compete for state, you really want to win the area championship and go into state 3-0, and you have a better draw, so you can have a bad shooting night or shooting morning and still possibly win. But you can't have a bad shooting day against Booker T. You probably could against a couple other teams on the east side in 5A.
Now, we could have told you going in, Booker T's only scored 40 points, and I don't know what their three-point percentage is. We'll see the post-game stats, but it's not great, obviously. As a shot here missed from Booker T. Paris Baker rips down the board, and she is contacting the foul. Just a third foul on Booker T, so they're not going to be free throws or anything just yet with 1:38 left. So Booker T will move to the semifinals on Saturday afternoon. It's a 1 o'clock tip. Thursday afternoon. 1 o'clock tip in Yukon. And that game may be on OSN depending on what happens next between Carl Albert and Bishop Kelly, as Kamaya Morgan's three is offline. Kind of the theme of the day for the Eagles, just haven't been able to get those deep shots to fall, despite generating some good looks. And they played some pretty good defense. They rebounded, I thought, okay. But Kayla Johnson hurt them because she was phenomenal in this game. But I really think they played pretty fine for the most part outside of the three-point shooting. And that was what burned them the most.
I thought Del City outplayed Booker T in the first half, but they were still down 6, I believe.
Yeah, 6.
And then the second half, they just made too many mistakes on both ends. And again, Booker T, they're just a skilled shooting team.
1:01 to play. It's a 21-point lead for Booker T, and some free throws here coming for Keisha Brown.
And this Booker T team, they're different than last year. Remember them last year? And they were kind of the underdog against Midwest City. And I remember a player in for them right now, Bailey Braxton, senior, played a lot for them last year. And see Johnson come out for Booker T, getting an applause, well-deserved.
Well-deserved. 30 points from Markayla Johnson. She was just tremendous in this game as Brown misses both free throws. We're into the final minute. In the game for Booker T, like you mentioned, 33 is Bailey Braxton. Also in is number 10, Sanaya Hill, as the Eagles have it knocked out of bounds.
Shelby Thornton with that miss, but she's had a good game overall and really good career. And this year, you have to give her credit because she was taken out of the starting lineup early.
Only senior on this team.
And she still played real well. She knocks down the three there, a Bobby Lewis three. So she's going to go out shooting. And
that's 18 for Shelby Thornton.
Tip of the hat to her. She's handled not starting pretty well. She's going to still play college basketball at North Texas, I think is where she signed. And she will be missed. She's gotten so much better throughout the years.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I haven't seen her as much as you, but we've done a lot of these Del City girls games. She's always been really physical, a great rebounder, a great athlete, but the way she's progressed her shot and her free throw shooting, she has come along. She's a really good player, and she had a tremendous game here today. But Booker T. Washington's going to dribble this out. And see the final 10 seconds. Booker T's going to go to 27-2 as we have a whistle here. Looks like an intentional foul, I guess it was. Didn't see what the call was for there. Del City was walking off, thought the game was over with 8 seconds left.
Look, just a foul that's going to throw it in.
And Paris Baker stole. We'll see if she puts up a shot. It looks like she'll go ahead and take her free layup, and that will count. The final score is 61-45. Booker T wins it. They go to 27-2. The Eagles fall to 22-7 to end the season. Quickly, the Triple Elite screen printing player of the game. I think this is pretty easy with Shelby Thornton. She was tremendous. She led the Eagles with 18 points. She gobbled up a lot of rebounds. Was easily their best player in this game and kept them in it for a long while. No doubt, Jordan Wright, the Triple Elite screen printing player of the game, Shelby Thornton.
Absolutely. Sanaya Bonds had good moments. Didn't do as much as she needed, or didn't do as much in the second half. And there was no guard for Del City who was able to shoot with any efficiency. And that's part of the downfall. Again, also, because there's not a whole lot you're going to do when a player like Johnson's shooting well for Booker T on defense. You got to be able to keep up scoring-wise. Del City just couldn't do that. They have they'll be back next year, I have no doubt, if they return all their non-seniors, but that's become a bigger if these days, as you know.
No doubt.
The fact that they got the move-ins they did, although the move-ins they got, like Bonds and Morgan, were Del City homegrown. They just went to somewhere else in high school for their freshman year. So hopefully they'll come back. Hopefully Hunt Smith will come back, and the other, and even McAllister or McCarroll, who's didn't play, and Lewis and all them. They could be great next year if everyone comes back. We'll see if they do. If they do, they'll be really good. Even if they lose one or two, they're still going to be always a factor in 5A. But this is what you normally see in the 5A girls state tournament. East beats West. It's not like that on the boys' side, unless it's Tulsa Memorial's involved, but they haven't won in a couple years. East just beats West in 5A. We'll see if there can be exceptions here. The exception has been El Reno.
Yeah.
They always win at least one game in state, and last year they won 3. But other than them, East beats West in girls 5A. We'll see if there can be an exception here with the Crowbert girls. They have won one game in the state tournament the last few years. That was against Will Rogers 2 years ago. We'll see if they can win one more, but they've had trouble with East teams as well. So we'll see if that trend continues, but Booker T is on a different level. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it wouldn't shock me at all if they win the whole thing. They're that good.
No doubt about it. So Shelby Thornton, the lone senior on this Eagle team, goes out playing a great game. She's a Triple Elite screen printing player at the game. Find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite screen printing. All right, that's it for us in this game. We're going to have the next one, Carl Albert and Bishop Kelly, coming up in about 10 minutes or so from now. The Titans and the Comets. So join with us. That's going to be on a separate stream. So we'll catch you over there in about 10 minutes, Jordan and I, for game number 2 from the Big House. Booker T. Washington beats Del City 61-45. Signing off for this one. We'll see you shortly for Carl Albert and Bishop Kelly.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.